Hello, everybody. This is attempt number 3. I don't know if anybody's getting this, but I am going to continue. And I guess if nobody can see me, maybe the video will work this time and you can watch the video. Okay, so we're up to here. We had cut these 2 slits. Okay. And now it says to open the card and place the card at 5 1/4. Okay. And then we need to make a score line, but only between the 2 cut lines. Okay. So find your 2 cut lines and then score between those 2 cut lines. Okay. And I can see it right there. Okay. Now you're going to score at 1 1/4. So I'll put it on the 1 1/4, and I'm going to score from the card edge to that cut line, from that cut line to the card edge. Only those areas, okay? So 1 1/4 from the edge to the cut line. Okay, and then pick it up and come over to this side and do it from the edge to that cut line. Okay. Oops, I went a little over on that one, but it'll be covered. Okay, that makes sense? So this one's going to pop up like a mountain. And this one is going to go down like a valley. Okay. So it's going to end up looking like this. This piece pops out, this becomes your step, and then this is your whole card. Okay? Okay. Number 5 says, take your 3.5 by 4 3/8 piece of cardstock, and you're going to put it here and make a mark at 1 7/8. Okay, so let me find the 1 7/8 and the 2 7/8. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, no. Mark it at 1 7/8. Okay, like we did with the card base. Do I have this going the right way? Yep. This is the top of my paper. Okay. And then I'm going to make another one at 2 7/8 along the top. Okay. Then at the bottom, I'm going to make one at 3/4 of an inch, just like we did with the card. Okay, we're making those same little marks. 3/4 of an inch and 2 5/8. 2 5/8. Okay. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut from the 1 7/8 to the 3/4 inch. So I'm going to line those up in my track, and then I'm going to cut. Oops, that's my cut. Okay, and this is your first piece. Then I'm gonna line up the 1 7/8 with the, 2 7/8 with the 2 5/8. 2 7/8 with the 2 5/8. There's not a heck of a big difference in that one, but they are different slightly, okay? Now I'm gonna cut that, okay? And that is the end of number 5. So I'm gonna center that and glue it. Oh, just moved it. Okay. If you're back, please let me know you're here. So sorry about this. Okay. And then this one, you're gonna do the bottom here. Okay. Now this is my second piece. So this is gonna go between that score line and this score line. Okay. Center it as best you can. Left to right and top to bottom. Okay. Hi, Nancy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's Facebook or the weather or what is going on. Okay, so then you're going to put this one here. Oh, hi, Marilyn. You're back too. Great. And then that one is there. And then your last one is going to be between the top fold and that fold that we made. Okay, so get that even between the two. Between the score line and the edge of the card. Top line and the bottom score, the two scores. Okay. It's an adorable card when it's done. I'm disappointed that I lost everybody. Okay. Now this one. Okay, so now the card is going to be a mountain, a valley, and a mountain. And this is the way the card's going to look. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then we have, I guess I didn't write that part on there. We also have that little piece that I told you to cut. 3/8 by 3 3/4, I believe. And that goes on the front as well. Okay. So that's the front of your card. And that'll stand, excuse me, that will stand like this. Isn't that cute? Okay, so it says stamp a sentiment on your 3 3/4 by 4.5 inch white, and I'm using Berry Vanilla if desired. I'm not going to stamp it right now. I'm going to leave it till I need it. So we're going to glue this on the inside. Nancy, is the video looking okay? Or Marilyn, either one of you? You know, it was buffering before and it wasn't looking too good. Also forgot to turn my light on. Okay, so that's the inside. And then it says take your 1/2 by 3 3/4 and put it at the bottom. So I will do that. Buffering a lot still, really. My skies look good out there. Okay, so you place that at the bottom, just to give it a little something on the inside. Okay, that's the end of number 7. There you are. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, I continued, and you'll have to watch the replay. I showed you how to cut these papers, and then we apply them to the front. So this is how the card will look from the front. Okay, but I talk about it on the video, so go back and watch the video replay, I guess. And then we just completed the inside. Okay, now it says to stamp a sentiment or image and images on scrap paper. So I am using, from this stamp set, I'm using, just a note from the Wild Bunch. And I'm using the Early Espresso to match my card. Okay. So you can fussy cut or die cut some images. Poor Vesta's in cyberspace somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what happened with her. So you can fussy cut or die cut some images. In my case, I'm not doing any images on this one. I'll show you my original one I made. This one's got way too much going on in the paper, so I decided just to I gotta find my where did I put them? Hold on, let me get my dimensionals. Get myself a new pack. Okay, so I'm going to, I was thinking that maybe this card could be used as a masculine type card, so I didn't want to put too much on. Just a note. And you can put that wherever you'd like it. Okay. That's the end of number 8. And then it says add ribbon as desired. On this one I'm not. And embellish as desired. So I thought there's a little bit of green in here. I'm not sure if this will be good, but I was thinking I'd put a couple of these because maybe it'll bring out the green in it. I think it will look okay. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to put one there, one here, and then maybe one up here. So if you were to be standing it, it would be right here like that. But so that you guys can see it, this is what the front of the card looks like. that's what the inside looks like. And then you can see so she calls it, Lisa Curcio calls it the twisted faux step. So here's my original one I made, my prototype. I made it with some old paper, and I did put some ribbon.